Hey guys, how you doing? Today is July 21, Friday. Yesterday seems a bad day, right? Because the Nasdaq dropped a lot, but I do not think that is sad thing because I mentioned it so many times. Nasdaq been rising 45% this year already, right? It must be adjusted. It must be adjusted. I do not think that if TSM dropped the 5%, ASML dropped at 5%, then it will hurt you. I don't think so. But if you just let it go up and go up and go up, like Nvidia, if Nvidia go up to 500 share price and then it dropped it back to 380, then it will hurt you a lot, right? So I don't think that this is not healthy. Just a little bit shaking, but not for Tesla. Tesla is very bad. You see that Tesla dropped at nearly 10%, right? And Tesla is a very classic example for cutting the price and then cutting the profit margin. Elon Musk performs very classic example for a price cut war. I do not suggest you to touch Tesla, right? I do not suggest. I think it's because no matter it's in China, it's in US, it's in Europe, there are many competitors coming up, and then there are too many of them. They can have a similar function as Tesla. Well, although may not be as good as Tesla, but they are getting close and close and close, right? So Elon Musk have to cut the price in order to trigger the selling volume, but then it cut the profit margin as well. The profit margin as a car is very low now for Tesla, and the PE for Tesla now is very high. So we'll take a look on that, right? Because she just announced the new quarter performance 2 days before. So we'll take a good look then, right? So our Falcon portfolio been dropped from 82% because of the adjustment of Nasdaq to 78%, but that's okay to us, right? Because we are not buying at a very high point, right? So for any of you have you want me to analyze which stock or the market situation, you can send me the email by usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com, or you can leave your message under the YouTube. So this is our cover. Tesla cuts the price, then cut the profit margin as well, right? Then we will go through some data and some headlines, then we will take a quick look on that. Our portfolio been balanced, right? Not only biased to tech stock, right? So actually it's okay to me because my portfolio is quite waste management, and then SCI, right, McDonald's, Monster Beverage, something like that, right? So it's a little bit more balanced than if you have all the tech stock in your basket, right? So you see that Dow Jones yesterday been rising up for 163 points, so it is going up to the peak as well, like the Nasdaq, right? 55,000 points already. So for Nasdaq been dropped at nearly 300 points, but just leave that, right? Because Nasdaq been rising more than 45% this year already, just for about 6 months. So it must go through some adjustment, right? We know that for the US market, the adjustment is very quick. So the adjustment may be 1, 2, 3 days, then finish, then it go up again, something like that, right? So live with that, right? Don't bring for that, because that is a healthy market. If for Nasdaq it just goes straight to 16,000, then when you adjust, you will get hurt. So better adjust at this time, right? Okay, our Falcon 350,000 portfolio, then you can see that we will have some of them a little bit, how to say, more balanced. Google is the tech stock, Apple is, right? And then Adobe, AMD is, but AutoZone is not, and then PayPal is not, right? So actually we are a little bit more balanced. In my own portfolio is even more balanced than that, right? I have McDonald's, Monster Beverage, and SCI, right? Then Visa, and then MasterCard, Moody's, something like that, right? More balanced than this portfolio, right? But of course bigger than this portfolio. So this is yesterday's news, right? India's rise, then they call it long rise, right? Longer rise and white in color, right? Because upper this year, not a lot of rainfall in India, very hot. So the rice production is not good. So they have to ban the India's rice export for now. Because they have to keep, we know that India has a lot of a big population, 1.4, more than 1.4 billion people. So they have to keep the rice for themselves first. So the market thinks and afraid the rice price for this decade will rise to a new price. I do not know, maybe, but just I think it's just for a short period, right? Don't need to be panicked too much for that, right? And then the Singapore rent price will rise to the top. You can see the report, right? Why? Because a lot of hot money from China, from US, because Hong Kong has the problem, China has the problem. So a lot of hot money flow into Singapore, flow into Japan, flow into Taiwan, something like that. So you can see that Singapore's pie rent in a very short time, just less than 1 year, then rise to the top, right? According to the report, 11 out of the 30 cities that saw the highest increase in the pie rent were in Asia Pacific. In where? In Japan, in Singapore, some may be in Taiwan, but Hong Kong is falling. China is quick falling, right? So this is the main reason for why yesterday Nasdaq been dropped, right? Because we know that actually there is between US and China. US is tightening. Then all the US to provide the whatever semiconductor technology, any technology, and then it tightened the level, right? So yesterday, TSM actually it's the first time then the business drops. And then the guidance of the balance of the year is also not good. So we know that this is in a line, something like ASML, Advanced Micro Device, and NVIDIA, maybe also Samsung, Intel. They are all the customer of TSM. And that means TSM's business is not good. That means their business is not good, right? Unless India rise up, like Vietnam rise up, and then Japan rise up, and then Malaysia rise up, something like that. India rise up, and then Indonesia rise up, something like that. Unless all the market can fully catch or replace the China's market, then TSM will remain a little bit, will not be too bad, right? But not as good as before the COVID-19. So the market drops. Do not worry too much on that, right? Because we can see that the Vietnam market, Indonesia market, India market, all the market I just mentioned is most likely to catch up. Maybe in coming 1 or 2 years, maybe in coming half year, it will get better a lot, right? So I think that it's just for 1 or 2 quarters. Be patient on that. Do not buy at a very high price. Is okay, right? So we take a look on Tesla, Elon Musk. This is the news, and the left hand news is on this April of this year. Tesla cuts US price for 6th time this year already. in the first quarter. It keep cutting and cutting the price. And then the right hand news is just one day before. Tesla may keep cutting the price in turbulent times, Elon Musk said. That means he will keep Tesla car cutting the price and cutting the price and cutting the price this year. So this is disaster for the shareholder of Tesla, because if you cut the price, cut the selling price, but the capital expenditure and the cost and the expense keeping the same or even rising because of the interest rate, so that means the profit is slim, and then very slim. All right, so it just happened yesterday. We take a look on the Tesla stock price. Right, 2 days before is 277. Yesterday, when this quarterly result come up and the earning release come up, you can see that it dropped at nearly 10%. It dropped at much bigger than the Nasdaq, because the people is saying the profit of Tesla's car will be more slim and more slim on the profit. But you can see that the PE ratio is still 77. Tesla is not a new company. This company is for more than 15 years already. Right? It's been hot for more than 10 years already. And then the PE ratio still 77. It's too high for all of us. So if you draw the line for the past 1 year, the price of Tesla is not rising. Just in between because of the US putting up the interest rate. So you can see that Tesla's price will not be the peak 400 or will not be something like 100. Just 200. I think it's just between 200 and 200 and this price now, 270. So we take a look on the second quarter result of this year of Tesla. I put a lot of take and I put some question mark as well. Right? You can see that the revenue of this quarter, second quarter, go up 47%, which is good compared to 1 year before. And then gross profit up 7%, which is good. Right? So problem comes up. Operating income go down. Why? Right? And then the net income go up 20%. Put a take. But the revenue go up 47%. Why the net income only go up 20%? Earning per share go up 20%. Put a take. And then the free cash flow, take. Wow, the gross margin go down 25%. Question mark. Operating margin go down 14.6%. So you just act you like a child and then put the take and the question mark. You will immediately see the problem. You can see that there is 479,000 cars produced and nearly the same number been delivered. No problem, they are sales. People still like Tesla. But they like the Tesla is because you cut the price. So we take a look at the adjusted earning per share for the past 1 year, for the past 4 quarters, including this quarter, going down. The trend is going down. 1.05, 1.19, 0.85, 0.41. Free cash flow going down. Free cash flow per share also goes down. So you can see that, all right? And the PE adjusted still more than 70. But unfortunately, the capital expenditure keep on going up. Why? Why? Because of the inflation. Because now Elon Musk have to set up the factory now in India. You cannot always transport the car from Germany, from China to all over the world because it's too expensive, right? So actually you have to build more factory and battery factory as well. We know that they are very giant. The transportation charge is very large. So you can see that the 2019 to this year, capital expenditure keep on rising up, and rising up, right? More than 10% per year. And then the forecast from Elon Musk still rising up as well. You can see that 2023, 8,000. 2024, about 9,000. That means more than 10% per year. And then we take a look on the 2023 Q2 result on the red around, right, the right hand side. So you can see that, like we just mentioned before, the revenue, okay, put a tick, 24.9 billion US dollar, increased at 47% YOY, no problem. Operating margin, oh my god, 9.6% only, less than 10. And you can see that for the past 1 year, operating margin dropping. So where is the net income margin? 10%? It's just like you're selling something in the supermarket, right? And the adjusted EBITDA margin also going down and going down. 1 year before, still at 22, 23. Now 18 only. So earnings per share, EPS, diluted non-GAAP, going down from 1 year before $1 to now 0.91, right? Only the net cash provided by the operating activity gotta take. Yes. But the point is, when you cut the cost and then you get everything going backward. So the total production, okay, right? Total production of the car Model S, Model X, Model 3, Model Y, okay, right? We just mentioned Y 86%, and the total delivery nearly the same number. That means the car produced, nearly 99% of them been sold, no problem. So this is the net cash provided by the operating activity, no problem, increased it. So this is a typical example. That means Tesla cutting the price, make it cheaper and cheaper for more people to buy the car. That means the competition is very strong, right? The competition is very strong. So if Elon Musk keep on, the result is only like that. Eventually is, rather than the other car producer makers died, then Elon Musk die, or Elon Musk not die, but the shareholder dies, right? Because now maybe the net profit margin is just lower than 10%, and then if he keep on cutting the price, maybe just few percent. Maybe he want to take the market share first, but may not be in this way, right? Because all the others are also very strong rivals, right? All of them, Rivian, something like that, right? Ford, something like that. They are also quite wealthy and then quite strong. Then the market will collapse. That means if everyone cut the price, Ford cut the price, Rivian cut the price, and then Tesla cut the price, the whole market will shrink, will collapse. That means the thing is just something in contrary to the cell phone. We can see that for new model come up, Apple sell the iPhone more expensive, iPad more expensive, right? And then for Android, for Samsung, the new model come up more expensive. And then this is healthy to Android, to Google, to Samsung, and to iPhone. But if like this, it keep on only 4 model, and then you keep on selling cheaper, and then, but maybe Ford will have new model come up, but the price cannot put up because you keep on cutting the price. So the whole industry will become a cheap EV car industry. Sorry, not my interest. I want to buy the share for what? They can put up the price, right? Like the Coke, like Gillette, they can put up the price. If you just keep on have the price more slim, more slim, more slim, lower price, and lower price, then you can survive. Then sorry, not my cup of tea. And then the industry eventually will vanish because no improvement. How can Elon Musk be improved if your profit margin keep lower, lower, and lower, right? So just think of that, right? And then if like that, then the do not touch Tesla at this moment first, right? Do not touch it, right? If Elon Musk keep on reducing the price, then the share price will go down further and further and further, unless all the rivals vanish. How can it be, right? If all the rivals vanish, probably Tesla vanish as well, right? Or even still exist, no profit. If you put up the price, think about that. If Elon Musk stop reducing the price, maybe the number of car delivery will sharply decrease it, and then the share price will go down as well, right? Because the revenue will drop very sharply. So think of that, right? So do not touch this stock at this moment first, right? We just wait and see for 1 or 2 seasons more first, right? Okay, thanks guys for watching, and then please give me a like, comment, and then share to your friend if you think this is helpful. So please help to press the subscribe and then the bell icon next to it, so whenever there's new video uploaded, you will get the notice from YouTube. Okay, thank you for watching, and then I hope everyone have a very peaceful weekend. See you guys next week. Bye bye.